Okay, hello everybody. Today I'm going to make a pizza out of either leftover or frozen stuff. Now what I do is this: whenever I make pizza dough, I always make 4 or 5 of these little pizza doughs and I freeze them. I also do the same with the sauce. I make 4 or 5 times the recipe for the sauce, and then I freeze them in little containers. That way, when you want a pizza, you just pull the stuff out, let it thaw, and boom, you got it. Okay, well, here's a problem. I need to go to the grocery store. I don't have any groceries in the house. I mean, I barely have anything. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a pizza out of all this frozen stuff. Those are chickpeas, by the way. Garbanzo beans. You can buy them in the store in the can, or you can boil them yourself. I boiled those from the dry stage to the finished product, and then I froze them. Okay, here's some basil, fresh basil that I have outside. There's also some leftover spinach there that I had the night before. There's a tomato sliced, onion and pepper chopped up kind of small, and the chickpeas I'm gonna just chop them just a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy with them, but just kind of get them so they don't roll off the pizza. By the way, the chickpeas, what you want to do if you're going to make them, you can put them in the crock pot and add a little bit of thyme, a bay leaf, and some chicken base, and just boil them. You'd be surprised how many things chickpeas can be added to. You know, soups, salads, stew. You can add chickpeas to just about anything. They really don't have a strong flavor. What they do is they absorb whatever you have in the water that they're being boiled in. So, you know, it's what they make hummus out of. You know, so I mean, if you don't add anything, you're going to have a very weak flavor chickpea or garbanzo bean, whichever one you want to call them. Okay, now there's the dough, the pizza dough. I'm just going to roll it out. I don't care what shape it's in. It doesn't matter. If you roll from the middle to the outside, you're going to be in good shape. All right, here comes a pan with some olive oil on the bottom. You know, don't be shy with the olive oil. Go ahead and use it. It's good for you. It gives it a nice crisp crust. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to lay these things out. You know, I don't have any mozzarella cheese. All I had was that sandwich stuff, which is not really even cheese. I think it's some kind of processed something. I don't know what it is. But anyway, here's a little bit more olive oil. There we go. And then I'm gonna put the spinach. This was, like I say, leftover spinach from last night. I chopped it a little bit. All right, so there's no sauce on this pizza. You know, I wanted to use the spinach up, and I didn't think tomato sauce would be the best thing to use, so I just made it plain, no sauce. And like I said, the cheese is that processed stuff. You'll see what it is when I get ready to put it on there. Okay, there's the spinach. All right, here comes the garbanzo beans. They're really good on pizza like this. They really are. You know, I look at this as like a flatbread with stuff on top, you know. If I had mozzarella cheese, it would have been really good to put on there, but I didn't have any. There's an onion and a pepper that I actually had left over from something, I don't know what. But this whole thing is, you know, leftover stuff, just about. The garbanzo beans, what I do is I cook the whole pound of them, and then I freeze them. And like I said, they go in a lot of things. You know, they're very good in a lot of different things. All right, there went the tomatoes. I guess I already added the basil. I don't know. I didn't see where I did that, but oh, I think I mixed it in with the spinach. Yeah, I think so. All right, I needed a little bit more tomato. All right, now I'm going to add some salt and pepper out of my fancy salt and pepper grinders. They're electric. Look at this, man. This is high tech. I'm moving up in the world. There we go. Salt and pepper. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to add some oregano. I could have added some garlic too, but I didn't. All right. There we go. A little bit more olive oil. If you put your finger over the mouth of the bottle, you can control how much comes out. Okay, now here comes the cheese. This is that processed, I don't know what it is, Kraft processed cheese. It's not even real cheese. It's just some kind of oil. I use it for grilled cheese sandwiches. But like I said, I didn't have any mozzarella, so, you know, this is the next best thing. All right. This stuff doesn't really melt. You know, it kind of stays the same shape. Like I said, this is basically flatbread with some ingredients on top. All right, there it goes into the oven. You know, you really should consider boiling some chickpeas. They're really good. I like them things. Like I said, they're good in soup, in stew. You know, remember the chicken and dumplings? You could throw some of them in there. They're good in salads. All right, so let me clean this off. Now the cooking time was, I don't really remember exactly how long I cooked it, but I'm going to say about 30 minutes at 400. 30 to 35 minutes. I don't really remember exactly. But here's what you do. I set a timer for 20 minutes. And then after the first 20 minutes, then you have to check it. And then you'll see how many more minutes you need. It came out real nice and crisp on the bottom. All right, so now I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait here. La 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 la. Dee, dee, dee. Okay. See, this is when you know you're a chef. When you can take a whole bunch of stuff. You know, what I call leftovers, I call that a number 2 product. In other words, the spinach, let's say. You had a number 1 product when you first made it. It was a number 1 product. All right, now the next day, it's a number 2 product because it's left over. So if you can turn that number 2 product back into a number 1 product, you're doing really good. That's the way to do it. And that's what I did. I took the leftover spinach and I made it into a number 1 product again. Same thing with the chickpeas. You know, they were a number 1 product when I first made them. After I froze them, now they become a number 2 product. Now what makes you a very good cook is when you can turn them back into a number 1 product, which is exactly what happened. You know what? I need one of those wheelie things that you cut pizza with. I'm going to have to buy one of those. I always forget. But I need one because this is bad for your knives when you cut on metal. Alright, there you go. Look at the bottom. Woo, nice. Perfect. Alright, I'll see you. You might be able to find this someplace else around town, but you're not going to find it any better than this. I'll see you later. I gotta go. I gotta eat.